Welcome back, everyone, to your favorite channel. Now, this is the channel, as you guys already know, where we keep it raw, uncut. There's no need for any of that bullshit in this industry. There's already enough nonsense going on in the world, so you're not gonna get it here. So let's dive into today's video, and that is the concept of, is the tattoo industry the right career for you? Is it the right choice? The whole nine yards. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into that. And the first thing I want to say on this matter is it's an interesting one, right? This isn't a very cut and dry, subject per se. And the reason why I say that is because when you talk about, is this the right career for you? There's many things that come to mind, such as, one, in the beginning, when clients aren't so steady, how are you going to go ahead and afford a reasonable income for you to live off of and things of that nature? And there's multiple aspects which we'll all dive in. This video will be a little lengthy, so just bear with me. All right, so to know if this is necessarily the right career for you, I would weigh it on multiple factors. All right, so income isn't always going to be steady. So if you're okay with that, then fuck it. So let's continue on to the next subject. Another thing that comes to mind to find out if this is the career for you is, do you love art? A lot of you that are possibly watching this video, this is kind of a no-brainer for you, right? And of course you fucking love art, or else you wouldn't be watching this video. Third thing I would say is, don't let social media influence you as to this whole bullshit of, you gotta always love what you do. You always gotta love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, is once you start doing something, what I discovered personally is, once you start doing something that you once loved and you once had a passion for, the whole nine yards, that will start to dwindle down when you make it your career, when you might make it your main moneymaker. Because then it becomes more of an obligation rather than a hobby and things of that nature. So that's just something to keep in mind. Is one piece of advice that I received that I think is invaluable is, I believe it goes something along the lines of this quote, but it goes, take something that you like and make it your own. So whatever it is that you want to do in life that you like, take that and make it your own. And honestly, that will get you through a lot of tough times, and being able to communicate that to others as well, that might not understand their path in this journey and everything else like that. Because becoming a tattoo artist itself isn't necessarily so like a straightforward path, to where you love drawing and everything else like that. You go to school for it, and then next thing you know, you're a tattoo artist, or you get an apprenticeship easily, and then you start working in a shop and you're making 60, 70, 80 plus thousand starting out. Just not how shit works. So now that we went ahead and I don't even want to say pop that bubble per se, because fuck, I enjoy the industry. I really do. I love the industry for what it is, the whole nine yards, and for individuals to be able to express themselves through art and something that they truly love, right? But there's some realities here that just need to be checked. And That's what we're here for. We're here to look at the grim side of things, and then we're also here to look at things for actually what they are. And a lot of it's positive, but there are some negatives. Another way how it indicates if this is the right career for you as well is do understand that money comes, money goes out the door. So do know that in 1 month, and this is where it comes in, like the whole like money fluctuating month to month type of thing. But do understand to go ahead and keep a savings or something of that nature on standby, so that way during rainy times you'll be good, and then that will make this whole tattooing career a lot more enjoyable and a lot less stressful, because I know a ton of people that have went into this tattoo journey. Great fucking artists, great artists. And they're real passionate about it. They're gung-ho. Their artwork is great. Their tattoos are great. The whole 9 yards. Everything aligns. The stars fucking align, right? But one thing that didn't align, unfortunately, for some of those individuals is they didn't manage their money properly. And that tended to get in the way of their tattoo journey. And some of those individuals honestly got out of the tattoo industry due to that reason. Keep that shit at the forefront. I can't stress that enough. Just to go ahead and always have a rainy day fund. All right, let's be fucking adults. Next thing on the list is sometimes you will be investing in your own tools and items that you use, depending on your shop and things of that nature. So some shops have like a percentage that they go ahead and take from their artists, blah, blah, blah. And you guys already know the deal behind that. And if not, I'll go ahead and I'll do a video on that too. But some shops have a percentage that they take from their artists, and on top of, you have to get your own supplies and all the rest of this shit, which could be hundreds of dollars. And on top of, Uncle Sam always wants his cut. So just keep that in mind. Let's see here. Another thing to keep in mind to know if this is the right industry for you, I would say, if this is something that you really want to do, becoming a tattoo artist, like really want to do, my advice is to go into it gung-ho. Honestly, go into it gung-ho. Just like how I mentioned previously, how I seen a lot of people go into it gung-ho, but they're missing a foundation piece, which is having the proper savings. Don't be that person. If you are not that person and you do build up a reasonable savings and everything else like that, once again, it will make the process a lot easier. And then eventually you'll start to get, over time, and also depending on your location and your artwork. And to be 100% frank, I've seen some tattoo artists that are booked out for 2 to 3 years, and they're still doing work that has blowouts, shit ton of blowouts at that, you know, rough line work, rough shading, and all the rest of the shit. But once again, they're booked 2-3 years out in advance. So it also depends on where you're located, because obviously if there's not a crap ton of tattoo shops in your local area, and depending on, you know, the feel of the area, if it's more conservative or more liberal, but sometimes even that doesn't matter. You'll have a line of people just waiting to get tattooed by you, considering you're the closest thing in the area. So those are just some things to keep in mind in this whole journey, to find out if this is the right career for you and path and so on and so forth. Let's see if there's anything else else I want to discuss with you guys, because I really want to get this full thing covered for you guys. Also, if you plan on starting up your own shop, that's a whole nother other video, but at times it's worth it. I will say that at times it's worth it. But check out my other video in regards to starting up your own tattoo shop, the process behind it, the procedures, you name it. There's a shit ton of steps that goes into it. But if you can make it work, it is absolutely worth it. Let's see here. Another thing, you can't be squeamish or faint-hearted when it comes down to like seeing blood. Obviously, you're tattooing someone, there's going to be a little bit of blood that, you know, gets in the way and everything else like that when you're wiping, you know, wiping off ink and everything else like that. Obviously not too much, but still. Let's see here. I would say that's just about it, guys. Once again, I like to go ahead and be completely transparent with you guys from my experience, from the experience of others, because honestly, I love to take information that others have passed down and provide it and keep the knowledge going. Honestly, there's none of this gatekeeping bullshit going on over here. So any information and knowledge that I could go ahead and provide to you guys, the better, because it's what it's all about, is bettering one another. So if this is something you really want to do, dive into it gung-ho. Once again, I'm not saying to go ahead and quit fucking everything. Don't fucking do that, all right? Don't fucking do that. What I would recommend, from my personal experience, is to continue what you're doing right now in terms of like your profession, depending on what it is, obviously. But continue doing what you're doing. If you're making okay money in that area, then start to branch off into doing your own thing. In this case, tattooing, right? Get better at tattooing, your skill set, so on and so forth. Tattoo on fake skins, starting out, so that way you're not fucking up anybody's actual skin. You continue to draw, continue to do line work, make sure that that's on point, your shading, all that information. Color theory, if you're looking to go into that route of doing, you know, those type of tattoos, you know, color tattoos and things of that nature, or things outside of the black and gray realm. Let's see. And I think that's just about it. I think we pretty much covered it all. But until next time, take care, everyone.